with empty arms again. A quiet soul, a silent friend. They didn't hear, they didn't see, but I just cried, Lord, remember me.
I had no voice, I bore the shame. My heart was tired, my hope was faint. But even then you met me there and caught my prayer inside the air.
Remember me. I trust in you.
He came like morning through my tears, a boy of promise through the years.
I named him Samuel. I knew that every word you spoke was true. I give him back, I let him go to serve the one who made him grow. The womb was closed, now hearts are wide, and glory rises from inside. You remembered me, oh faithful one. Now I rejoice in what you've done. No one's holy, none but you. You lift the poor, you break through. You fill the hands that once were bare, and write your plan with answered prayer. You remembered me, so I give him back to I lay down near the lamp of God. The flame was low, the night was broad. I didn't know your voice just yet, but you were near where silence slept.
You called my name, I ran to man. I didn't know it was your hand, but still you came and called again. A gentle voice that would not end.
Speak, Lord, I am.
but a friend in flame. You called me out, you knew my name. You chose the weak, you formed a cry, and let the word fall from the sky.
Speak, Lord, my life
spared the king, he kept the best. Though God had spoken all the rest, he claimed it was for sacrifice. But hearts don't hide behind a lie. He said, I did what you required, but truth will burn through dressed up fire. And Samuel wept through heaven's word, for God has seen what soul preferred. Obedience, not just a song, not outward show, while hearts are gone. To listen first, to bow inside, is worth more than the ox we tithe. Obedience, that's what you seek. The proud are loud, but the humble speak. Obedience is worship deep. You tore the kingdom from his hand and gave it to another man. For you desire not perfect kings, but those who tremble at your wings. What use are bows without a heart? What use are words that split apart? You ask for trust, not covered pride, a living fire, not empty ride. Obedience is where you dwell, not incense sweet. If hearts rebel, so teach us now to hear and yield, to trust your voice in every field. Obedience, not loud applause, but quiet yes before the cross. They all lined up with strongest frames, tall shoulders, faces full of fame. But heaven said, not him, not he. There's someone else I came to see. A shepherd boy out in the field, no sword in hand, no strength revealed, just songs to sheep and heart made true. And God said, yes, I choose you. The Lord looks at the heart, not outward things that fall.
valley shook with heavy steel. A giant roared, the sky stood still. The armies froze, too scared to run. But one small voice said, "It's not done."
He had no sword, no spear to swing, just stones and trust in heaven's King. He faced the pride, he faced the scorn, and shouted truth at evil's form. The giant must fall in the name of the Lord, not by might, not by sword, but by faith in the word. He may be tall, but God is near, and I won't fight this bound in fear. The giant must fall, the victory is here. He ran ahead with steady aim and broke the dark in Yahweh's name. One stone flew straight, one cry was heard, one giant down by living word. Who dares defy the living God? Who thinks the throne is made of fraud? We rise, we stand, we speak, we throw, and watch the King of glory show. The giant must fall, not by our hands, but by the fire that heaven sends. We lift our voice, we face the wall, and still declare the giant falls. The giant must fall, for God is Lord of all. He sat me near his royal throne, but dark suspicion chilled the tone. The songs they sang began to sting the jealous heart of a broken king. His eyes turned sharp, the room grew cold. He gripped the spear with fingers bold. He threw with rage, but grace was swifter. The hand of God made mercy quicker. The spear missped, but heaven hid what man intend. God can split. He builds a shelter in the flight. He guards the chosen in the night. The spear missed, but not by chance. The Lord upheld me with his hand. I ran through shadows, left my home. No army there, just faith alone. But even then I wasn't lost. He led my feet, he paid the cost. I won't throw back what pain has said. I won't return the violence meant. I'll trust the Lord, not strike to win. He fights for me again. Again.
We spoke in fields away from eyes, a prince and friend beneath the skies. You knew the storm, you saw the signs, but still you stood right by my side. You drew the bow with heart in pain. Each arrow spoke what you couldn't name. A signal sent, a silent cry, that love was true, though time said goodbye. Until the arrow flies, I'll trust your word. Though kings may rage and sounds be stirred, you've been a shelter, strong and kind. The Lord is bound, our hearts entwined. Until the arrow flies, you're closer than a sword, a brother by the Lord. We wept until we could not speak, two souls in vow, though one felt weak. You said, "Go now, the Lord is near," and through the tears, your peace was clear. The king may rise, but love remains beyond the throne, beyond the names. You gave me strength when I had none, and blessed me like a father's son. Until the arrow flies, I know you're true, and I remember all we knew. The Lord will judge, the Lord will keep this covenant we saw so deep. Until the arrow flies, I'll carry on for you. I found no rest in fields or towns. The king sought blood, I laid life down. I fled alone, no crown, no plan, just trembling breath in desert sand. The cave was cold, but God was near. No throne inside, just prayer and fear. And soon they came, the hurt, the bound, the broken soul. They gathered around. The cave became a place of fire. held me captive. I felt small, but you were speaking through it all. A cave, a cross, a crown unseen. You build your house where we have been, not where I planned, but where you lead. Among the desperate, you plant seed, and out of ashes oil flows, and from this dark your kingdom grows. The cave is holy, though it's rough. You meet us when we've had enough. So shape me here before I rise, and mark me with your humble fire. This cave is yours. I won't despise. You were within my reach that day. A single strike could end the chase, but something deeper gripped my soul. A whisper louder than control. My blade drew near, my hand was still. The silence broke the urge to kill. I cut the corner of your robe, but would not take what God withholds. I cut the corner, but not the man. I bowed instead of taking stand. I feared the Lord more than revenge, and trust His timing in the end. The cave was dark, the moment hot, but mercy taught me what I know. I call to you across the rocks. My heart exposed, my voice unlocked. I hold no hate, I seek no war. I leave the throne behind God's door. I could have wounded, I could reign, but I would rather honor His name. A king may rise by force and blade, but not the one whom God has made. I cut the corner, but chose the cross. I let you live though I anger blazing, justice roared. No one dared to speak or move, but one soft voice had strength to prove. She brought her gifts, she bowed so low. Her words like rivers turned the flow. My Lord, she said, please hear me speak. The vengeance path is not for kings. She stood in the way between the wrath. She carried peace upon her path, not with pride but trembling hands. She held the line and took the stand. She stood in the way where few would go, and turned the fire into snow. Don't let this blood be on your name. Let God Himself repay the shame. You fight His wars, you wear His light. Don't stain your heart in shadowed night. Sometimes the strong are those who kneel and speak what others fear to feel. She bore the weight, she changed the day, and kept a kingdom far from stain. She stood in the way, a voice of grace, a shield unseen, a holy place where anger broke and mercy stayed, and blood was spared because she prayed. She stood in the way, and God stood too. The camp was still, the fire low. The stars looked down on tents below. We walked between 1,000 men and found our foe asleep again. A spear was there, a life exposed. My hand could end what I opposed, but something greater held me fast. A fear of God, a deeper path. While He slept, I chose restraint. Though vengeance whispered in my veins, the Lord will judge, the Lord will see. I won't become my enemy. While He slept, I held the line and trusted justice not as mine. I took the spear, I called His name to show I stood, but never claimed what wasn't mine. What God would give when He decides the time to live. The battle raged on Gilboa's height. The arrows flew, the sky lost light. A king lay wounded, gripped with fear, and death came slowly drawing near. He asked the sword to end the flame, to fall before the shame and blame. But still it cut more than his breath. It marked a crown laid low in death. Falling on the hill, the crown lies still. The mighty fell against God's will. He once stood tall but would not yield. Now silence cries from bloody fields. Falling on the hill, a warning stands when pride won't kneel. His sons lay close, their swords now cold. Brave Ionath, pure-hearted, bold, but fated tied them to one name, and all was lost beneath the flame. The Lord gives kings, the Lord brings down. He lifts the meek, removes the crown. And when the cries outlive the fight, we see what's true in morning light. Falling on the hill, the nation weeps for glory lost and buried deep. Let every heart now learn to bend before the Lord who knows the end. Falling on the hill where thrones decay, but God still